Hello there, folks. Happy here, and I truly hope you guys are having a lovely day. We're playing 2v2 today. It's domination, and we're playing as Germans. My ally Signy, and we are playing against USSR player Hyperthrone and the US player Corky. Should be a ton of fun. We are playing Support Doctrine, and this will be the open field map of the Eastern Front. I do not remember exact name of it. I played it very long time ago. So should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna tell my ally to focus on the center. You know, sometimes people forget that this is domination, that we have to capture this one. And we're gonna bring Aufsklaren, and we're gonna bring Grenadiers as our first squads. This is really good about support doctrine, that you can bring two squads early. With some German doctrines, you can only bring like one squad, which is terrible. Regardless of the quality of German units, being able to field only a single squad is so bad. So I'm thinking of where to position my machine gunners. As always, micromanaging early units is kind of a must. So we have those Grenadiers, so we have a dedicated machine gun. Again, I found a very good place behind the boat. We're gonna try to push our guys forward if possible, and this is where we encounter enemy infantry as well. There are a couple of squads pushing in. We're gonna try to use some smoke to protect our guys that are in the open, especially our scouts, because you know, they're very low in HP. We're gonna bring another Grenadier squad. My ally is trying to protect my right flank, which is very nice of him. And here comes the flamethrower. But because we have a couple of machine guns ready, he goes down rather quickly without being able to do too much. And the flamethrower is not very cheap early on, so big plus for us. So this is where I decide, okay, maybe I need to do something on the flank as well. There is a slight critique for my ally. He should have helped me in the center. We kind of need to compete big time. He's protecting my flank, which is really nice. But you need to rush it. Against top tier players, you really have to rush it. So we have another Grenadier. We're gonna bring him somewhere closer so he can use his grenade. This is BA. I see that thing, and I'm just gonna move my machine gun team. Simply, it's not safe for them to stay there. They're being flanked big time, and these guys are caught in the open. So, like, a really bad. I'm getting flanked from the left, and that the armor car is really putting pressure on my guys. I drop a few smokes, and I tell them to heal up. Of course, we're gonna try to reposition. I'm trying to micro all over the place, which is not that easy for me. And this is where my ally comes in to save the day. Come on, kill him! Kill him! The guy's trying to run away. But that 20 mil should be more than enough to kill that armor car. As you can tell, my guys have no ability to heal themselves anymore. We used everything we could. So that kind of sucks. But we managed to capture the first point, which is really good. I'm gonna try to put those guys in a more defensive position. Those are guys with, yeah, semi-automatic weapons. These are PPSHs, I think. So let's see if we can move those guys. We're gonna bring heavy Sturm Grenadiers. That was quite sneaky from our opponent, but we saw him. Because my guys are so beaten up, I decided not to push them forward. I'm just gonna dig in conservatively and try to wait for their HP to recover. So we did take the central point, but now it's all about map control. Can we expand more? I'm gonna bring another Grenadier unit. Okay. There is a new point, so I redirect this squad to go to the left flank. And I'm gonna bring a couple of riflemen on the right because we have an issue there. I think we're not that concentrated. We have a Panzerschreck team as well. This was actually a bad idea because he cannot get his ammo replenished for machine gunner. He can only get his personal ammo replenished, even though he's an assistant. And Corky has the American player has a sniper somewhere. Just killed one of my guys. And luckily for us, I already had a squad coming in, so we were the first one to reach the point. But there is a lot of enemy infantry coming in, about 2 squads worth. That will be M8. M8 is really, really good. Maybe not that good on the open map, but generally speaking, it's a very, very powerful weapon. I'm gonna try to retreat with some of my troops so they don't get slaughtered. Both me and my ally are rushing infantry to the point, and he is providing some covering fire with his armor vehicle. That 231 is really good against infantry. So my ally is urging me to focus more on the center. And I decided to bring 234/3. This is also a howitzer version. I had a lot of success in one game, but I kind of misused it big time in some others. So let's see how it goes this time. We're going to try to drop some smoke, and then we're going to try to dig in. But we have way too many guys on this flank. I'm going to bring Grenadier essentially in the resupply point. So now I see that there is a bit of a gap in our lines. But I didn't move them yet, I guess. So I'm looking to hit enemy infantry, but it's a bit of an issue. That is a bit of an issue. That would be T-34. Is that like a 76? I think it is. And only now I decide to move this infantry forward. They recovered a little bit of their HP. But I really need to kind of support my ally. His troops are kind of exposed. And because my ally is dropping smoke, I decide to dig in. These guys would be probably too much, you know, just to sit on the extreme left flank. So I'm gonna use them as the mobile force, so to speak. But now we are population capped, so we cannot bring a new squad. Luckily for us, these guys can dig in, and they should be relatively safe from the enemy. Yeah, there I see those guys. That M8 is over there. We fire a couple of shots. No success for the time being. That was really unlucky. We got hit once, but that M8. I hit it, but no success. That was kind of disappointing, really. I hit it twice, but we didn't do any damage for some reason. And this thing has really good penetration, 115 with the heat round. But we hit that thing twice and didn't do anything for some reason. Maybe it was about the angle or where we hit it. I simply do not know if we damaged it or not. So my ally is telling me like he's bringing pack 40, which is pretty good. There is a new point in the middle of this little lake here. So we're gonna try to cap it, if possible. With ordinary infantry, we're gonna push forward. With our machine gunners, we're gonna try to stay back and provide some covering fire. Gebirgsjägers are coming in as well. This is our elite infantry. Again, we're gonna select machine gunner and assistant and try to dig them in. Like that. With the rest of the guys, let's spread out. We're gonna drop some smoke, of course. Oh, that M8 is so annoying. Here we had actually a very long interruption for about like 10 minutes because our host had to do something. But nobody complained, nobody quit, which is really nice. We like had enough patience to stay. He said 5, just for the record, and I measured it's more like 10 minutes. So, all lies. But people were very nice. Like, I could say that my ally and both opponents were really nice. We had some fun in the chat while we were waiting. M8 has a decent armor. We turn on fire at will with some of these guys because I would not like them to reveal themselves. I'm not sure if he's firing white phosphorus at this point. Seemed like one. I'm not sure if you guys know, but smoke will not work on water. Like, you can drop smoke on water, but it will just not activate. Which is, I think, very realistic. But we take this one as well. So, my ally is trying to use that Pack 40. I think he destroyed the T-34. He's trying to use that Pack 40 to kill M8 through the house. But M8 is firing back and managed to hit the Pack 40. On the right flank, again, I see that we have kind of a gap that we're probably not in the best of positions. So I'm going to try to establish a bit of a map control over there. We got to bring some heavy Sturm Grenadiers. This, we can call it a ridge. I'm not sure how to call it. Is kind of important for map control. You can put like a support gun, and it will do wonders over there. Enemies are trying to creep in on us on the flank. Yeah, I'm gonna switch ammo for this guy, and of course we're gonna try to reassure that flank. But it's also a trick to stay away from that M8 because M8 will actually slaughter my infantry even if they're dug in properly. so it's a bit of a challenge. Again, point on the left side. What are the odds? Like, literally, what are the odds of this happening? But luckily for us, we have a good position on the left flank. Yeah, over here I'm trying to dig in again. If I can. Like, we're in a pretty bad position on the right flank, so... This would be pretty nice if we could. And we have a new unit coming in. I'm thinking of what to get. I do not want to buy any tanks with my manpower points, because that's usually a bad idea. I want to be able to invest in infantry. T-3485, a bit of an issue. And they actually managed to fix that 231. And now it's firing at us. So I'm going to bring a bit of a surprise for the enemy. But enemies are making their own push towards the flag. Luckily, my heavy Sturm Grenadiers are in position to open fire. And we just came in clutch. Yeah, now enemies are bringing a lot of units. Okay, we're in a good position. So my ally was again able to dispose of that T-3485 with the Pack 40. I'm not quite sure what happened to the M8, and this is where I decided to bring a sniper as well, because a lot of points are spawning over here, and it's a flat map, so I decided sniper might be a good option. Okay, we're gonna switch to HE shell. Maybe try to provide some supporting fire. It's kind of hard to hit with the direct weapon like this. Or maybe that T-35 was not hit before. Yeah, assuming it was not hit. But we managed to take this position, which is important. Now we have a comfortable lead. As you can tell, we lost a lot of men over there. I'm gonna try to bring my sniper. He somehow took a beating. I do not know exactly why. But, yeah, I'm gonna try to micro him a bit better now. I was kind of busy with other stuff. And as you can tell, enemies have 2 tanks. But the question is, like, why do you bring so many tanks right now? Do we have tanks on our own? No, really. 234/4 has pack 40 and is super maneuverable. So let's see. This is a flamer tank. Bam. Just like that. So that's a doctrinal tank, and it's simply gone. At this point, it's gone. Just like that. So he exposes his flank, and that's it. He needs a lot of infantry support, and even then, like, it's crazy. 234/4 is so damn fast. Like, has a, you know, paper thin armor, but it can really can go in reverse as it can go forward. That makes a huge difference. You take a shot and you run away. So I'm looking for some targets for my sniper. We resupplied some of the ammunition. We're gonna keep our grenadier in the back. My ally is doing a good job with his pack 40, but pack 40 is it's more difficult to maneuver around. You have to do it manually. So now I'm gonna sneak in with my 234/4. I'm gonna wait a little bit and penetration immediately. Again. And now it's gone. Just like that. Those tanks are very expensive to bring. Like, T-34 is not super expensive, but it's way more expensive than what we were bringing to counter it. So I think it would be way, way better for the enemies to bring more infantry. And once again, we're going to try to dig in. They bring a flamethrower, but simply we have way too many guys on the point. Another advantage of 234/4 is the fact that you don't have to micro it as you would with proper pack 40. You don't have to, like, to tow it manually and stuff. Just, you go wherever you like to go. And I mentioned that I would like to use my sniper a bit better. We're gonna try. We see some guys in the open over there. I'm gonna try to stay away from potential enemy snipers. So usually max range would be good, or pretty far away. And we're trying to pick off those guys in the distance. But it's also lucky for us that we are in such a position where we are strong on the left flank, we're weak on the right. And all of those points are kind of dropping on the left. This is where I'm telling my ally, like, what the hell happened with the M8? Like, did you destroy it? Because I didn't pay attention. What happened over there? Maybe my ally self-destructed the half-track for some reason. Maybe he needed a population cap. I don't know. I want to make sure that my sniper can still fire. Sometimes they can go prone. But he's doing a good job right now. You always want to make sure that your sniper is not the first one on the line. If there's an enemy sniper, you're usually going to prioritize the closest units. Nothing special is happening right now. We're just chilling. And I have no idea why he's pushing now. So this is also a mistake. That's a 3-inch gun for the Americans over there. But they have their own or our own armor car. I simply do not have an angle. Maybe if I try to fire with heat round, they have more of a parabolic trajectory. They're slower traveling, so... This is where I noticed that my opponent has a sniper somewhere. And I'm actively looking for him. And I spot him. But we miss, unfortunately. I'm pinging to my ally, so he would know. And for the first time, there is a new flag. But this one is appearing on the right. So I'm like, where the hell is that guy? He always disappears. I cannot find him. So it's very important for me to find the enemy sniper. He's in the bush, so you quickly lose him. Very good. Very good. Enemy sniper neutralized. So that will mean that my guy is free to do as much damage as possible. This is where we're in a kind of a bad position, so... I can only bring scouts. My ally is, you know, he's coming in, but I do not have much. These guys are out of ammo, unfortunately. But we pretty much got all the points so far. Yeah, this guy's, it's pretty good. I kind of messed it up, ended up in water for some reason. And I can see that the tractor is pulling a 3-inch gun, but... I'm simply missing. And he's gonna establish himself on a bit of a hill on the our right flank. We have way too many units again, so I'm gonna try to pull those guys back and maybe use them more efficiently elsewhere. At this point, I'm telling my ally, like, just don't bother. We're in a really bad position to contest it. We took pretty much everything so far. I think the enemies have like SU-152 over there. Yeah, my scouts are simply not good enough to push into the enemy fortified position. Yep. And this is where I decide, like, simply focusing on this point is, you know... It's too late. My sniper only has 15 kills. And he managed to eliminate the enemy sniper as well. That SU is kind of annoying, to be honest. So let's see if we can do something to it. I simply want to make sure to stay out of range. I completely forgot what's the range of that thing, but I think it's about 170 meters, something like that. We should definitely outrange it. We didn't do much, but let's see if the second try would be better. Bam! It's just like that. That thing is gone, baby. That thing is gone. So 234/4 is really good for this type of map. My ally is going crazy with those armor cars. I'm gonna bring additional infantry squad. That's kind of funny. And he's going in the enemy backline. You know, chasing that 3-inch gun. Let's see if he's gonna make it. That's hit by a bazooka, unfortunately. He killed the bazooka guy. He got out, killed the bazooka guy. But that's not enough. That is not enough. And now all the points are spawning on the right flank because we were lucky early on that those points were spawning on the left flank that we controlled. But now it's completely different situation. So we're going to have to push. I'm going to bring my 234/4 on this side. Fully expecting the enemy to bring something heavy. Because so far, they did it big time. They brought a lot of armor. That 3-inch gun is firing. And I believe that tractor also has 50 cal on top of it. Because, yeah, everything American has a 50 cal on top of it. Because why the hell not? Just gonna bring more infantry and... yeah, we take out the tractor. We're gonna switch to HE. my ally's just like trolling with those vehicles. He manages to take out the crew. Like, at this point, like, what the hell is happening? And this is what seemed to be super Pershing. I believe that's a super Pershing. I'm hoping to catch the flank of the damn thing. They have too many guys on that hill. I would love to nade the 3-inch gun, but I just cannot get there. And like that was not enough. Now they have IS-2 of 45. Damn it. Gonna try to run away at this point. And this is why this thing is so damn good. Like, as we said, your forward speed is the same as reverse speed. Although we managed to push our infantry on the point somehow. We're able to distract their tanks long enough. That was a nice nade. By those 50 cals now. S2 has Dushka and the Super Pershing has 50 cal on it. We have some decent infantry over here, but, you know, they're not going to be able to survive through that. I'm simply waiting for them to forget. He's just rotating his tank. I was a bit too late. But I'm gonna get a bit greedy and get as close as I can. I have no idea how I did that, but I did it somehow. That's why I don't really bring heavy tanks anymore, because I feel like, you know, they can get destroyed quite easily. Again, I'm trying to spot some targets for my sniper. Nothing much is happening with this flank, but let's see if we can find some targets. It feels like we lost that point. Hyperstrong is not very happy, I would say. And I see there is a tank pushing in on the left, so I'm gonna try to evacuate my sniper. I don't feel, you know, like losing him. But definitely we are kind of caving on the right flank because of those heavy tanks. I lost a lot of infantry. My ally has Yak Panther. She's really cool. That's BT7. We have a Panzerfaust, so... Yeah, we're gonna have to spread our squad a bit. This is 234/1. I just get into position, but like just split second, you know, I didn't get to fire. So that's unfortunate, but my ally managed to kill that thing. And now they're in a really good position. They're controlling those points. They have plenty of infantry. They have super Pershing and 3-inch gun. It will be very difficult to approach. We're gonna bring a Panzerschreck team. And look at the manpower points I have. I called so many squads so far, and I have over 2,000 manpower points. But I did not buy a single tank or a vehicle using those points. Only doctrinal ones. Yeah, we're gonna have to push more infantry. I would say we have more elite infantry, and they should swing the population cap to our advantage. My ally is definitely exchanging fire with that super Pershing, and it seems like he managed to damage it somehow. We gotta drop a couple of nades on those guys. My flamethrower gets to just kill a single guy, which is still pretty good. Like, we are capping it now. We are capping it now. I'm gonna bring one of the guys with Panzerfaust to that super Pershing to see if we can do anything. And I was kind of thinking to get Grill, but it's an open field. You know, I had some bad experience with Grill before. You cannot hide it. You have to get somewhat dangerously close to be able to hit those targets. So, let me see. Damn it. We do not penetrate it. It's very, very unlucky. There's a nice nade. We're gonna probably toss another one. We want to clean up enemy infantry around the point. Two Panzerfaust missed. The third one missed as well. Even Panzerschreck. He's manually firing. I know he is. Like... So we had a lot of luck hitting enemy tanks, but this super Pershing is kind of tough, to be honest. I simply cannot climb over there because they have too much. And then now I'm gonna take my 234/4. I'm gonna redirect those guys to this position. Because I feel like we were fighting a losing battle. We were surrounded on the right flank. But I have an idea. First one was a miss. I'm not sure if he fired at me. I think he fired at something else. And we finally kill it. That was pretty good. Yeah, we're being hit by the infantry on the flank. So we're in a pretty rough situation over there. We're gonna use some smoke, of course, to try to protect our guys. And we're gonna try to contest it. We're definitely gonna try to contest it and push the enemies back. I only have 2 rounds with AP CBC, so they're gonna be a bit of an issue, I think. But I see that IS-2. There was an interesting hit, but we could run away. And just like that, we dissuade that thing from pushing any further, I think. But we are definitely in control of this point, which is really nice. Just looking for a Panzerfaust. He just exploded in the back. We hit it again, but no penetration. So Super Pershing proved to be very sturdy. We take the central point, but we are definitely losing the one on the right. And I still have a lot of DP points. So I was like, what do I get? A Jagdtiger is a huge investment. Definitely is a huge investment. I think I could use a recon plane a bit more because it's only 5 DP. I see a lot of guys without ammo, so I'm gonna bring a supply officer. I really like this doctrine. I think it's so good. Yeah, our sniper has a lot of kills now. Okay, we're gonna try to dig in. I'm gonna reassure the flank. I'm gonna drop some supplies because, yeah, why not? We had some supplies on the left. Did not pay attention that much. But I forget to use my officer. I forget to use my doctrine properly. But I think supply officer is really good. Like, just for 10 points, that's a ton. And now I decide to bring Pack 43. This is the best anti-tank weapon in the game, by the way. There is nothing that can come close to Pack 43. The Soviet 100 mil is also pretty good. You can have 17 pounder with specialized ammunition that has better penetration than Pack 43, but has less of a range and only a couple of shots. And also that specialized ammunition, the green one, is how do I say it? It's really inaccurate. There's no other way to put it. Like, super inaccurate. So we're gonna bring some infantry to that point over there that we're trying to contest, and I'm thinking of like where to position my my Pack 43. What is really good about you know, your anti-tank gun being towed like this? It looks like just an armor car, or just anything that's small on the map. So I know that enemy tanks are focusing on our tanks, on my allied tanks. And over here I see it. I see it. The terrain is not not good, but I see it. You can see that armor car on the top right just circling because the crew is killed. Yep, just like that. That super Pershing is gone. It's off the map. So my ally was able to distract them long enough, and we did what we could. So now we're just gonna run away. No reason to stay there with Pack 43. They might be able to take it out. And now again, we have a ton of infantry. Literally, we have a ton of infantry ready to push the point. Have one made, the second one coming in. We're being under fire, but it doesn't matter. We just have so much that I don't think they can really compete with us. We have only one APC around, so I see that the T-34, pardon me, the IS-2. He moved. I just couldn't do much. Now I'm firing HE. I switched to heat. But the gun is broken on that thing, right? So I'm gonna try to track it so it cannot reverse. I know I'm exposing this one, but we're running out of time. If I want to kill it... Yeah, this is where we bring our Pack 43 into position. So now, there is another target showing up. It's a Sherman 76 W. So I can either aim at the IS-2 that has a destroyed gun that needs to repair, or I can aim at that thing over there. We pen it. We killed tank commander and a crewman. But I don't think we destroyed the turret. The turret is still operational, it seems like. Yep. Now I'm trying to pull it back, but I kind of make a mistake. Yeah, it's too far away. Let's see if we can find that thing. We got hit. Luckily that the Pack 43 survives. We lose a lot of crewmen, but, you know, one guy is alive and the pack is alive. And at this point, it's just GG. Simply GG. Was a ton of fun to play. Guys were super nice on both teams. I think the main reason why we won this one essentially is because we contested every single 1 point. There's only one on the right flank. The first one that fell on the right, we simply were not in a position to contest it. Didn't have any population cap, any reserves, but every single other point we contested big time with infantry. We did not win all of them, but we did put a lot of pressure on the enemy. Enemies also spent too much manpower points buying tanks and equipment, and I don't think it paid off for them. I had some really crazy shots with 234/4. It's a great thing to try to use. Sometimes it will backfire or get immediately destroyed, but sometimes can do wonders like it did today. But yeah, it was a ton of fun. Thanks all guys for playing. You know, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.